does. You are I call you the narcissist whisperer, right? But Nick Cannon beat you to it. He literally came out and said, hey, I got this thing.
I was shocked. I was shocked because I'm trying like, how did he get there? Did he go on his own? Was he required at some point? But yeah, I knew he was. I called it out a long time ago, but it was shocking.
What were the signs that you saw?
Multiple
Did you
baby
see
mothers.
that, like, even like, all right, let's talk about like Nick Cannon before everything kind of unfolded. Could you have saw anything, the Nickelodeon Nick Cannon? Did you see anything that you can say?
No, the early days, no. I thought he was the typical, most child stars were abused and, bullied and treated, maybe sexually assaulted and all that. I didn't think that. It wasn't until he fumbled Mariah, then I'm like, okay. And then here comes the next baby mama, and the next baby mama, and the next baby mama. I said, okay, what is going on, bro? You had a beautiful family with Mariah. You tatted her whole name on your back. What happened? Who fumbles Mariah? I know she's a diva and stuff, and you knew that going in, but like you see Mariah now, Mariah be low key with her kids. She just does the mother thing. So I'm just like, what was so bad? Well, he admits that he fumbled. He's remorseful. I think he wishes he was with her right now. But the signs is the multiple baby mamas. I think he's DL, narc men or DL, because there's a thing called narcissistic supply, and what that is they pull energy from people, and that's why they have tons of sexual partners. So if he runs out of women or he gets bored with women, he has to swing to the other side.
Come on now.
Do I have to drop names?
What?
Okay.
What?
He has to swing to the other side. He's getting supply. And when he gets the women pregnant, the children give him narc supply. It's an ongoing cycle. It's all about energy harvesting and pulling from all these victims. The women are not enough. He's got to go to the others. I just think he's DL. I think men like him who have multiple babies, because you don't like pussy. How many more women do you have to run through? Like what is going on?
But do you think that it might be something outside of maybe them getting bored, of just something in them, some insecurity that maybe they're not good enough and they get paranoid and they feel like they have to like act out and move on?
Yeah, that's, narcissists are incredibly insecure.
Right.
They need a constant external validation, and it's rooted in childhood. Mom or dad, well, I say with a lot of men that have hypersexual issues were molested by women. Somebody in the family, maybe a babysitter, maybe a teacher, maybe the teen cousin. And men are praised as young boys for sleeping with older women. So it's not seen as rape or pedophilia, but it is.
Right.
And it does mess with men. It does, because they grow up with these issues, or maybe mom didn't protect him and maybe a man did something to him, man in his family, or maybe the pastor, somebody did something to him and he resents mom for not protecting him. Maybe it was stepdad. So these issues are deep rooted in childhood and they never get therapy. They just manifest into the adult and they play out in their romantic relationships. So also what gave it away with Nick is lupus. I always talk about how narcissistic abuse breaks down the body, the nervous system. People develop autoimmune disease, cancer, lupus, sickle cell, irritable bowel syndrome, all types of things. That's why I said Tracy Braxton just passed away of cancer. Right. And I felt like she was surrounded by narcissists, her sisters, and all their dirt is coming out. That's the next show. We'll talk about them. They got a lot of fucking dirt. They ganged up and bullied her so bad, and her husband cheated and bullied and did her dirty. So she's sandwiched and it's constant every day. And I think at 49, so it does damage to the body. Nick had lupus, so I'm wondering which one of his parents are narcissists. Who was he around? He has his flare-ups and stuff like that. So I sympathize with him. he has an illness. So that says a lot to me. But he's repeating the patterns. If somebody did something to him and it's affecting him mentally and physically, don't continue the cycle.
Right.
You gotta stop.
You gotta find a way to break it.
So I hope he learns something or he seeks further help from the diagnosis. But I saw that amount. There's so many rappers, athletes, actors that have NPD. And I hope they all get tested shit. You know, it's crazy.